It's Captain Magnifico. 100 assists for Manchester United. 100 assists. That's ridiculous. There's the level of production that he produces year over year over year is something that should be marveled, and I think that is disrespected more often than not. There are 3 players in Manchester United history that have 100 assists for the club. Can you name the other 2 players that aren't Bruno Fernandes? Take a guess.
Oh, I thought it was.
Yeah, sorry, it wasn't rhetorical.
Ryan Giggs.
Ryan Giggs is one of them, and the other?
And Scholes.
No,
Rooney.
It is Wayne Rooney. So we're talking about a legendary player here. I don't know why. I don't know where within the discourse for United players and fans and pundits and the way that he's treated and respected, or should I say disrespected, is alarming to me. Because just because his team was shit through the past 5 years, he's won trophies here. He's been an integral part to everything good about Manchester United. And today is just a milestone moment that you look at with the player and you go, his quality is that good. And I think that he's a Manchester United legend. I don't know why anybody wouldn't. And for the foreseeable future, while I just said it's good that United are learning how to play without him, he's got 13 Premier League assists. The next closest guy's got 3.
Oh, for United.
Yeah, for United. Yeah.
Okay, I was like,
the next closest guy is 7, which is still ridiculous.
No, it's ridiculous. But I was like, 3 doesn't sound right.
No. United is 3. I think there's like 3 guys tied with 3.
Okay.
It's ridiculous. What are your guys' thoughts on Bruno Fernandes?
I'm a City fan. I didn't like the guy, but after calling him a rat at Old Trafford and him just absolutely shushing the Fulham away, I told you guys I gained some respect for him, and then it's continued to build from there because he really has just been that good. Those achievements are undeniable, like you're saying. Unfortunate that it had to be him and that it had to be your club, but fair play. Like he's productive. He gets shit done, and like you said, he's been winning. Which cannot be said about other teams. So yeah, I mean, he's just been pivotal. And when you're asking about the negative light that comes with him, I think a lot of it is just the fact that you are United, and to a certain extent, when he's doing so much for the club, he is United. So when United is looked at under a negative scope, he's the first person that they're looking at and pointing fingers at. So whether he's doing good or not, he's responsible for the results. And I don't necessarily think that's the proper way of thinking, but it's footy. So you're just going to have to deal with it. And on that note, he has dealt with it very well. And he's stuck with the club. And now you guys are looking like you're on the up. I would like to see it next season, more games. But congratulations to Bruno Fernandes for 100 assists.
Yeah, I anticipate that they reward him. If Champions League happens, at this point, I'm pretty giddy, and I feel pretty confident saying that it's going to happen. But I think it happens, and I think he gets his contract renewal, and he sees out as long as he wants to be a Manchester United player, because they almost made that mistake this summer, and I think it's ludicrous that we even had the conversation. That they made him feel that way. They have a lot of, I think, you see this a lot with players, but they have a lot of making up to do, and there's an easy way of making that up, and it's by putting the pen to paper and giving him as lucrative of a contract as you want to. Because look, at the end of the day, you're United, and I understand there's like a wage structure thing. You're not. I don't care what you're spending on Bruno Fernandes. He's worth the fucking money. Like, he's just worth the money. Just as City pay Haaland whatever they're paying him, or they pay higher wages for players, like, you're United. You should be paying your best player top dollar. And it's always funny when we compare, like, because we're all basketball fans. Like, I always like to think about the money comparison where I'm like, they're getting all worked up about 400,000. I don't really know what the equivalent is, but it's like way less than what like a LeBron makes. And in LeBron's 41, he's making like 55 million a year. And I get there's more players, but it's always a funny thing with soccer where we talk about wage bills. And I'm like, what? These guys make their clubs billions of dollars a year. Why do I care? I shouldn't care. But yeah, Grant, do you have anything you want to say on Bruno, or do you want to transition to your squad?
Oh, the less we talk about us, the better. I think, yeah, Bruno's been fantastic. I think Mila got it right in the sense of the some would say banter era of United has been thrown on his shoulders as if it's his fault. The other side of the coin of that is he has performed at this level in spite of the 10 players surrounding him week in, week out. So, yeah, I definitely think credits deserved. There's a million different times a player in that situation could have said, I don't know how much time I have left at this level. I want to compete. I want to guarantee it that. Let me go to a team where that's not a problem. He took the responsibility and last year was a disaster. He still went into the trenches. He was willing to stay, wanted to stay, openly said, please don't sell me. And like denying that Saudi paycheck. Yeah, it's admirable. I think he's absolutely earned that respect.
Yeah. He stayed partially because of Ruben Amorim, and they sacked him. So that's pretty crazy too. Like there's so many things where Bruno at any point during his tenure could have been like, all right, guys, like, thank you. I've proven I can play at this level. This is Manchester United, and I've proven it. Like, ship me off. And he would have had his pick of the litter. I really do think that he's really that good. When we're having the conversations of greatest midfielder of the 2020s, Bruno Fernandes is going to be in that conversation alongside Kevin De Bruyne. And I regard Kevin De Bruyne very highly. I think what Mila just said is what I've talked about with Kevin De Bruyne. Like, I, as a rival fan, hate his guts, but the respect level for a player of that quality, that's kind of where we're at with Bruno. And hopefully I get to watch him for the latter stages of his career, just live on his legacy and add to that total. Because it's really, Giggs is obviously, he's not going to reach that, but Rooney's only 142, and like, hey, anything's possible. Anything's possible. All right, enough United. If you want to actually hear my in-depth analysis on the match itself, you can see my 5 things.